Thank you for coming to class. It's a beautiful morning, nice and bright and early. So yeah, let's start by coming to an easy pose, seated position. Maybe sitting on a bolster or a block or a pillow, crossing the feet. Hands come down, facing down on the knees for grounding, or facing up to receive energy, whatever you're feeling this morning. Allow your eyes to close. Take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top for just a moment. Let it out. Inhale, deep breath. Let it out. Maybe begin to bring in your Ujjayi breath here. Ujjayi breath is a breath that is, it's called, oh, good morning. Okay. All right, we're in our seated positions and just finding our breath here. Begin to use your Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat. Some call it the ocean breath, some call it the Darth Vader breath. Whatever you prefer. Slightly constrict the back of your throat. Imagine you're fogging up a mirror in front of you. Do this with your mouth closed. This breath helps regulate your body temperature. So when things get heated, your body gets warm, it kind of regulates it. Plus it sounds like the ocean waves. Okay, this morning we're going to be starting our practice in child's pose. So come to the center of your mat. Also, my husband is joining us for practice this morning. And come to sitting on your feet, knees wide, toes to touch. Hands will come forward, coming into your child's pose, so extending the arms out. Allow your forehead to come onto the mat. Beautiful. Making sure your arms are extended out in front of you. A little bit active. Find your breath here. Breathe into the belly. Take those big, deep breaths. On your next inhale, walk your hands slowly over to the left side, keeping your hips on your feet. Just getting that stretch in the right side body. Find your breath here. Maybe place your right hand over your left hand just to get an extra little stretch in there. Whatever feels right. Walk your hands slowly back to center. Inhale. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right. Getting that stretch in the left side body. Maybe placing your left hand over your right hand for that extra stretch. On your next inhale, come back to center. Bring your hands back towards your face. Come back up, pushing yourself up. Come into tabletop position on hands and knees. Let's check ourselves out here. Make sure our elbows are stacked above our wrists and our shoulders are stacked above both. And our knees are directly below our hips. Just making sure we're in correct position. Beautiful. Push into the ground with your knees and your hands, allowing the back body to straighten out. Activating this pose. Activate the tabletop. Beautiful. Slowly lift your right hand up, balancing that weight, distributing the weight between 3 legs now. Maybe look forward. If you want to take it to the next level, lift your left leg up and back. Imagining a line of energy coming through your fingertips, extending out through your heel. Flex that back foot. Beautiful. Slowly place your leg back down and the hand back down. Great job. Left hand extends, distributing the weight evenly. Maybe feel it out, maybe rock back and forth. See if you can feel that weight distributing evenly between the 3 legs. Now lift that right leg, if you chose to do so on the other side. Extending that leg back, reaching forward. Imagining that you're pushing through the bottom half and pull like something's pulling you in the top. So you're active in this pose. Beautiful. Release back down. Rock a little bit forward so you're leaning yourself a little bit over your wrist. Just get a nice little stretch in the wrist. Maybe rock forward, come back to tabletop. Rock forward, back to tabletop. Place the hands facing the outside of your mat. Now rock back and forward. Making sure there's a little micro bend in the elbows. We don't want to overextend. Back and forth. Getting that stretch in the wrists. Beautiful. Bring the hands back to center. Index fingers facing forward. On your next inhale, lift your chest up. Bring the head up, chin up, arching the back, coming into cow pose. So you're arching the back, lifting the chest on your inhale. And on your exhale, chin to chest, belly button comes in, pushing through your back, coming into your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, chest up, chin up, arching the back. Exhale, pushing through your hands, pushing through your back. The belly button comes in. Beautiful. Coming back to tabletop. Here we're going to tuck our toes and slightly lift yourself off your mat, lifting the knees. Beautiful. And throw your hips back, coming back into our first downward dog of the day. Sending the hips back. Maybe there's a bend in your knees just to start off for the day. Arms are extended in front of you. Index fingers facing the front, parallel with each other. Micro bend in the elbows. Begin to pedal out the knees. Bend one knee. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. In your calves. Switch it out. Do what feels right in your body right now. Come to find stillness in your downward facing dog. And slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet. Micro bend in the knees, or maybe a deep bend in the knees. Come into a forward fold. Releasing the arms on the mat, or maybe grabbing each elbow with your arm. Rock from side to side. Maybe nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Let that spine hang long. Beautiful. On your inhale, hands come either to the floor, if you have blocks, or your shins. We're activating here, squeezing our shoulders on our back, extending the spine, looking down, half lift, and forward fold. Slowly walk yourself back to a plank. Taking plank pose here. Shoulders are directly above the wrists. Activate that core, activate the legs, feel your body activating here. If you'd like, you can place your knees on the mat. It's a modification, you can take it anytime. Okay, place the knees on the mat. Come forward on the knees and slowly begin to bend your elbows, coming into half plank. Hold for just a moment and come all the way down onto your belly. Take a rest here. Beautiful. On your next inhale, look forward. Begin to slowly bring your head up, arching that back, bringing the chest up. Your hands are by your chest, but they don't necessarily need to be pressing into the mat. Try to lift yourself using that core. So lifting that back without pressing into the mat, baby cobra. Pushing the tops of your feet into the mat. And come down and rest. On your next inhale, push the hands into the mat. Coming up into upward facing dog here. Maybe your back feet need to slide up a little bit. Micro bend in the elbow, pushing into the tops of your feet. Your elbows have a micro bend. And breathe. Pushing yourself up. Knees are not connecting with the mat here. Beautiful. And find yourself in tabletop. So place the knees on the mat, come back into tabletop. Tuck the toes here. Lift the hips and send them back for another downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift the right leg up towards the sky. Try to keep your hips squared. So the hips are facing the mat. You're not opening the hips here. The hips are facing the mat. Beautiful. Bend that right knee. Bring that knee forward. It's like you're trying to meet your knee with your face, but place your foot next to your right foot next to your right hand. Beautiful. Here we're in a low lunge, so just extend that back leg. Feel the strength in that back leg. Make sure that your knee is directly over the ankle. Maybe extend your spine, look up, lift the chest. Beautiful. Left hand comes next to your right foot, and we're gonna open twist here. So opening that chest, extend the right hand up towards the sky. Maybe look up towards your right hand, if it feels right. It's very helpful to find a focal point here, your drishti. So find a point to focus on. Maybe that's your thumb nail, maybe it's your middle fingernail. Beautiful. Placing that hand back down. Lift that right leg and bring yourself back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, keeping the hips squared. Bend that left knee. Bring it forward like you're trying to meet your knee with your face and place it next to your left hand. Beautiful. Extending that back leg, making sure the knee is over the ankle. Lifting the chest. Breathe here. Maybe find your Ujjayi breath. Right hand placed on the mat next to your left foot. Opening the chest. Lift that arm up towards the sky. Beautiful. Coming back down, placing the hands on the earth. Lifting that leg back into downward facing dog. Place the knees on the mat. Take a child's pose. Bring your breath back. Fill your belly with big breaths. Beautiful. Come back up to tabletop position. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bend that knee. Bring that leg forward. Place the foot beside your hand. Back foot comes to a 90, parallel to the back of your mat. Front foot is at a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna cartwheel our hands up into warrior two. So the back foot is at a extended and parallel to the back of the mat. Front leg is at a 90-degree angle. Arms are out. Beautiful. Breathe here in your warrior two. Now turn that right foot parallel to the front of your mat. Hands come onto your hips. Turn that left foot towards the back of your mat, taking warrior two, opposite side. Beautiful. Turn that back foot towards the side of the mat once again. Hands come onto your hips. Hinging at the hips here, keeping the spine long. Begin to fold and take a wide-legged forward fold. Let the hands fall. Or maybe grab each elbow with the opposite hand. Feel that stretch. Beautiful. Halfway lift, lengthening that spine. Forward fold once again. See if you can go just a little deeper this time. And come all the way up, hinging at the hip. Meet your feet either on the back of your mat or on the front of your mat here. Beautiful. We're going to place our feet a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, toes going out. Beautiful. And here we're going to begin to lean, kind of squat back, trying to keep our knees above our ankles, not going over. So knees above the ankles, coming into like a squat. Beautiful. Keep going, all the way down to a seated position. Beautiful job. Bring your bums to the center of your mat. Beautiful. We're going to go into boat pose here. So our feet are on our mats. Our bodies are nice and long, spine is long. Hands maybe come out. Maybe they can rest on the mat, whatever feels comfortable. Begin to lean our backs towards the mat until you feel your abs activating. Your core is active here. And when you begin to feel that, maybe lift your feet off the mat. Extend that leg out. Beautiful. Stay here. Maybe bring your hands out in front of you. Maybe extend the legs out. And begin to slowly find yourself on your backs, as slow as you can go. Until you're on your back. Find your breath here. Beautiful. Okay, from here we're going to bring our knees to our chest. Bring your knees to your chest, hug them in tight. Extend your right leg in front of you. Hugging the left foot. Extend the right leg. Beautiful. From here, you're going to let that left leg come over to the right side of your body. And your shoulders, your arms will be extended here. Maybe you could take cactus arms if you'd like, but they're extended towards your sides. Try to keep your shoulders grounded on your mat while you're twisting the bottom half of your body. Maybe look over your left side. Maybe use your right hand to give your left knee a little more push. Allow yourself to come back to center. Bring both knees in, give them a squeeze. Extend that left leg down. And allow your right leg to come over onto the left side. Shoulders are grounded on the mat. Taking a nice spinal twist here. Breathe into the tightness. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bring your knees in tight. For just a moment, extend your legs up towards the sky, flexing the feet here, taking waterfall. It's a nice inversion. A good modification for this is legs up the wall. It feels really nice. Beautiful. Bend the knees, bring the knees towards your underarms, and take happy baby here. So maybe grab through the inside, you could grab through the outside as well, whatever feels comfortable for you. I like to grab my foot or my toe from the inside of my leg. Making sure the spine is long, being careful that there's no curvature in the spine. If a happy baby in stillness feels good for you, stay here. Otherwise, maybe rock back and forth. Rocking over the spine, not on the spine. Be careful. Maybe extend the left leg like an archer. Pulling back the bow and arrow. Other side, extend the right leg. Beautiful. Come back, bringing the feet to touch. And bring them onto the mat. So bottoms of the feet are touching here, knees are out wide. Just allow yourself to lay in this position for just a moment. Beautiful. Bring the knees up. Maybe walk your feet out towards your sides and allow your knees to come towards the center, meeting in the center. So your knees fall together. Maybe you could walk your feet out a little bit more towards the sides. Beautiful. Bring the knees up. Hug them in tight just once more. And extend the legs out to the corners of your mat. Coming into Shavasana pose. Hands are by your sides, palms face up. Toes are out towards the corners of your mat. Allow yourself to melt into your mat here. Imagine your body sinking into the mat. Scan your body, see if there's anywhere you're still holding tension this morning. Maybe in your jaw. Release the jaw. Release the forehead. Allow yourself this time for rest, even if it's just one moment. slowly begin to come back into your body, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Come onto your left sides here. Rolling onto the left side. Use your arm as a pillow for just a moment. Take fetal position. This is an opportunity for us to be reborn this morning. Born again. So anything that's no longer serving you, any thoughts that come into your mind, take this opportunity to just leave them on the mat. Leave them here. And start again. Push yourself up. Come into a seated position. To end our practice here, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Acknowledge yourselves for showing up this early, showing up to your practice. Namaste. Thank you guys for being here this morning. I hope you enjoyed class. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tessa. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day. And remember to release the thoughts that no longer serve you. Just see them and let them go. And have a beautiful day. Ciao.